What's up, guys? Frecky here again. So, this topic I think we're going to talk about is what I would like to call the tattoo entourage, right? Some people like to go and get tattooed, and they take like 10, 15 people for one person to get tattooed. Don't do that, right? I understand it's an exciting thing, and you kind of want to have everybody involved and, that kind of sort of thing. First and foremost, most artists, I'd say probably a good 99.5% of them, aren't going to allow 15 people in their station watching an individual get tattooed. Okay? Usually, most times, it's one, right? Even then, some might not even have one. Max, maybe two. That's kind of pushing it. But it's all subjective to the artist, and what their space is and what they like to do. But as a general rule of thumb, if you're going to go get a tattoo, and I understand people are kind of intimidated or scared, or if you're, a young lady, older lady, or whatever the situation is, or a guy or whatever, you're kind of getting tattooed by the opposite sex or whatever, and you don't want to feel like, this dude is going to hit on you, or this chick's going to perv on you, or whatever. I get why people want to take another friend with them, or their boyfriend, their husband, their wife, whatever. I get all that. Just don't be obnoxious about it, right? And the other thing about it is, like, for me, it just depends on the situation, right? And I get a lot of people that ask me about this. They say, like, so, I'll have individuals come in, and if it's their first tattoo, like they've never got tattooed before and it's their first tattoo, 9 times out of 10, I kind of only allow it to be a one-on-one situation, because especially with females, right, or I'll just say anybody in general, but it tends, for my experience, it tends to be majority of the females, is when you get in there and you're with your best friend and you're trying to, get tattooed, you tend to get like giddy or silly, or you kind of start overreacting, and you just kind of get carried away, and it just makes the job for the tattoo artist that much more difficult to do, because you're moving around and you're not really focusing on what's going on. When you're getting tattooed, these are lifelong marks that we're making, okay? So you want to be real still, you want to be real calm, right? And usually the artist will work with you on it. He'll give you some pointers, and give you a little bit of a speech as to what he's going to do or she's going to do, or how they're going to go about it, that kind of sort of thing. Main thing is like I said, just don't take in a whole entourage of people. And if you're like, wow, well, I want to go in with everybody and I want to experience whatever like that. Let's think of it this way. Let's say you're doing your job, your 9 to 5, whatever it is. And then you all of a sudden, like, some guy comes in and he's going to help you at work, and he brings in 15 of his friends or 12 of his friends, and you're just trying to help that one individual while everybody else is talking and making comments and is walking around. It's chaotic and it's distracting, right? And to be honest with you, man, I think a lot of times people forget that not every situation in life they're gonna have help with. So, like, for me, this is kind of like a new concept for me, because when I got tattooed, every time I got tattooed, I went by myself, because it was like my own time. It was my own, like, little piece of time that I was making history in, because I was getting a memory or a commemorative tattoo or whatever it was, and I just didn't want to share it with a bunch of people. Some people aren't like that, I guess. I guess a lot of people want to share everything with everybody. It is what it is. Again, I think it's one of those things where, if someone allowed 5-6 people to be in a tattoo booth, and now everyone thinks you can show up with 5-6 different people and all hang out and kick it. Tattoo shops are cool, they're unique, they're fun, they're exciting, they're a little edgy, a little dangerous and stuff like that. But it's not a hangout joint. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different animal. Like, just kind of be prepared. Like, you're not going to show up with, like I say, 5 or 6 people, and the artist is going to let an entire entourage in there. It's just distracting. It's too much going on. Usually they don't have enough space, and you want your artist to be focused 100%. So, like I said, these are just tips and some advice, and maybe some different insights, and maybe some different viewpoints that people don't see from time to time. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Till next time, from the Texas Viking, peace.